Hello, my name is Samantha Sanders. In the world of sports, there are many different views and opinions of what is right, wrong, and things that need to be changed. Sports are something that many people around the world have in common. It is a common ground. We see this in friendly or not so much competition in everything from the Olympics to the World Cup to World Championships in almost every activity. No matter race, religion, or language, most all countries value their athletes' ability to compete and do well in a certain sport. The Fédération Internationale de Football Association, or more commonly known as FIFA, is just one of the many international organizations for sports leagues. It is a very large organization consisting of 209 members and was founded 110 years ago in 1904. This specific organization is based out of Zurich, Switzerland, and is governed by Swiss law. FIFA is set up like a functioning government composed of a Congress, Executive Committee, General Secretary, and other committees that assist the Executive Committee. It employs over 310 people from over 35 nations, making it an excellent representation of the international community working together for the betterment of all of its members. When this many different types of people come together, international policies has a hand in the involvement of the differing countries. When done correctly, some friendly competition can boost international relations. However, when leaders disagree, relations can just as quickly go south. Many times, the athletes respect each other and promote good relations much better than any political diplomat can. This is seen in history many times. One example is in April of 1971, when Glenn Cowan, a prominent United States ping pong player, boarded the wrong bus full of Chinese ping pong players at the World Championship in Japan. These just happened to be his idol, and they became friends quickly. This was at a time where the United States and China had very differing views about the Communist Revolution of 1949. When the athletes got along, Zhou Enlai, a Chinese premier, stated that never before in history has a sport been used so effectively as a tool of international diplomacy. This is just one example of how athletes can help international relations. People are all the same. When athletes share a common ground, such as their passion for a specific sport, it opens up worlds of possibilities. There are people that think, it's just a game. But for many, it is much more than that. The power of people bonding over a specific thing can help entire nations form the healing process. On the contrary, sports groups can have the opposite effect as well. In the somewhat recent FIFA scandal, which included 12 members of FIFA's 24-person executive committee, it accused of taking bribes, the countries got angrily involved when the bribes were exposed. The unethical nature of the scandal can cause an entire nation to be looked at differently. The representatives of this country were caught red-handed in the corruption that it caused, and many other countries involved became outraged. Although, since December of 2010, reform has been made, however, when the World Cup votes for the World Cup being held in 2018 and 2022 was taken, FIFA was entangled with much corruption and scandal, going up the ranks as high as the president of FIFA, Sepp Blatter. When this occurs, it is not only shows poor sportsmanship on the country's team, but also the countries involved as a whole. These organizations are to promote positive international relations, as well as economic relations. When bribes and corruption are involved, the scandalous nature peeks its ugly head, and it does just the opposite. When countries are not being able to trust the organization such as FIFA, it puts the whole international organization like that in some trouble. When the FIFA scandal occurred, a Twitter hack also occurred. The hacking was of the FIFA account and its president, Sepp Blatter. It stated, "So what if I took the money from Qadari's prince? I am the family's bread earner," subsequently causing a huge upset. This message was also retweeted by FIFA, the World Cup account, and by at least 1,000 other accounts before it was removed. This shows the lack of security of the system, which leads to the lack of the trust in these types of international organizations. With war abroad and so many other problems facing our nation, things that are friendly like sports should be the last things that are causing corruption. When scandals and economic developments occur, that is what causes the problem between the international organizations. These organizations can provide a huge opportunity for so many people and things to get along just as well. If they are run correctly and by competent people, they have the opportunity to do much good instead of, as we've seen in the past,